Now, when I started to feel like he was blackmailing her, I brought it to her attention. I said, listen, is it because this dude got something over you? Like, what's going on? She's staying out on days my daughter got to go to school. She's my daughter's calling, she's not answering the phone. I'm calling, she's not answering when she with this lame. Then she's with this lame for days at a time. It's like crackhead behavior. I'm like, yo, something is wrong. Are they using drugs or something? Like, what's going on with her and this lame? So I brought it to her attention. I said, yo, listen, if he's blackmailing you, if he's holding something over you, let me know. And we can handle that. We can handle that too. I brought that to her attention. But everything I'm telling y'all is not in order. It's just throughout the situation. So I bring it to her attention. I say, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you. We can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with.
Oh, I just want to stop right there for a second. That's what we have to address. We have to address that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what he just said?
What? If
he's blackmailing you, let me know we can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not talking about beating him up. He's not talking about beating him up.
He's still protecting her, really.
Right. He's talking about getting rid of him. Mm-hmm. Like that is clear.
Yeah.
That right there is clear. Let me know if he's doing this and we can get rid of him. We can handle that too. That's what they talking about. Come on now, you talking about putting a bag on his head, getting rid of him. Because I know he's not going to personally do it himself. Because they got to keep their hands clean. Mm-hmm. This is why it's dangerous when you're dealing with people who got money like that, because this is how they make problems go away. Mm-hmm. This is what you're seeing in the industry all day long and what's been trending in hip-hop. Mm-hmm. People putting bags on their head. Mm-hmm. We just saw it with the Young Dolph situation. Mm-hmm. We just saw it with the Mo 3 and them situation. Mm-hmm. This is what the allegations been about Boosie for so many years. Mm-hmm. This is what we literally seeing. This is what they're doing. This is the trend. We just saw this with the Lil Durk and them situation. Mm-hmm. We saw this with the King Von and them situations, where they have this trend now when it comes to hip hop and money, putting bags on people's heads to make their problems go away. And they keep their hands clean. Mm-hmm. By letting somebody else who you don't know about get rid of the problem for them.
Take the trash out.
That's what I've been trying to say from the very beginning when I first started covering this, that, bro, you don't even know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, you're really, really playing with fire. And how I said, just keeping it 100. This is what I mean by not having smarts. If you're going to be dealing with a woman of Remy stature, knowing that she's married to this guy, they names are tied into each other. When you know Remy, it's Papoose. Papoose is Remy. So they're tied into each other. The Remy is the one that's stepping out. And if she's choosing to mess with you, you have to know as a street dude or a dude from the street who got sense, that if you're going to play in that fire, it's more than her just opening her leg to you. You have to be concerned about. You have to know, if I'm finna deal with you and y'all tied into all these rappers and all these Illuminati circles, all these people, I need more assurance than you just opening your leg. Because what if we get found out? I'm still broke. How did my life change for the better? I ain't got no money. So yeah, I need more assurance than that. It reminds me of Tupac on his Machiavelli album, on the song Against All Odds, when he did some Puffy them. You heard that?
Yeah.
Remember when he said, they told me not to go to war unless I got my money right. Mm-hmm. I got my money right. Now I want war. Mm-hmm. How you going to go to war?
Your bag ain't right.
Your bag ain't right. Just like Jesus said in the Bible, before a person go to war, do he not first consider his options? That even if he see that he can't win, would he not send out for some type of peace to be made? You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when you're dealing in this situation, you got to know you playing with a man who has nothing to lose because his family is at stake. And then you know he don't only love his wife, This man is in love with his child,
Mm-hmm.
which makes him love the child more because he loved the mama. That's what makes him love the child more, because the love he had for the mama before the child, by which the child was made. So he fighting on two things. You haven't even reached that. Well, you only can reach one point. You could fall in love with Remy, but you can't fall in love with his child. If that's even possible, seeing what she been tied up into. So when he's doing what he's doing, you're fighting against a person who have nothing to lose. Like, this is his life. His life is invested in his wife. His life is invested in his child, even to the point where he clearly been on record already saying when she went to prison, he didn't care about his music career.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care about his career.
Mm-hmm.
He left tour. He said he left tour.
Yep, to go bail her out.
To go bail her out,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure he was there because she needed me.
Yep.
He didn't care about his career. He don't care about money.
Mm-hmm.
This man is fighting for love.
Yep.
This man is fighting for love. But at the same thing, one thing I respect about him, even though he's fighting for love, and even though he can be weak for the woman he loved, he still remained headstrong to not do something so careless that he end up losing his freedom as a result of fighting for something that he had no control over, that he was going to lose anyway. I commend him on that part right there. That even though...
And standing up for his respect too. He ain't going along with what she was trying to do. Remember what we talked about as far as like her just wanting him to go along with it to get
right.
Like going along to get along. He like, no, I'm not doing that. Standing on his principle, his respect. Like, come on now.
Even again, that's gonna say like this. It's crazy. This thing is so messy, but at the same time, it's educational.
It is.
It's educational for a lot of reasons. It's educational because it shows you how nothing is always as it seems and appears. Because before the scandal came out, you would think that they was having a good life.
Yeah.
And what the cameras present, it's something entirely different than what can be going on behind the scenes. But it also shows you how in relationships, for the most part, you always have that one person who just cares more, who loves more, who wants it more. When he's also showing another person, one person building, another person dividing. Then it also shows you how the enemy allow outside interferences and also human circumstances to cause a wedge between the family by which y'all supposed to be established to actually work things out, rather it's financially.
I was just going to say, and how finances are always big in divorce. It's always a big problem in breakups, divorce, finances.
Facts, because they do say, now I don't know how true this is. This is what they say about women. They say women always keep two guys. One they love and one that's financially
stable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm behind then. What? They said
you sure you behind?
I'm behind.
Or is you confirming the statistics?
I'm behind.
I don't know. I think you confirming the statistics. There's somebody you love, and there's somebody financially you keep.
I'm behind.
I'm just saying.
I need to get on board then. I'm just wrong. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, but no.
You already on board.
One is enough. I mean, I feel like one is enough. Okay. And long as he doing his part, it's like, man, when you have somebody who is actually supportive, got your back, financially helping you, because Papoose said that he got all the bills and stuff is in his name. That's in her house. Obviously, he bought the jewelry that he potted.
Okay.
And it's just like you got somebody who was stepping up as a father. He was at home taking care of the baby while she was out running the streets with Easy. It's like, man, you to mess that up, like Remy, snap out of it. And he's still really showing that he really still want his marriage because he's still fighting for it over the internet. If you pay attention to it, he's still fighting for it because once you're quiet about it and you're just, listen, as a woman, for me, when I'm bickering, you still got me. When I'm quiet and I ain't got nothing to say about it, you lost me. When I ain't talking about it and I ain't arguing, I ain't going back and forth, baby, you're done. So it's just like, man, he's still trying to show that he still love her, but it's just so much that's going on. It's just like, man,
I can see that. He tell on himself every time when he said that. That's why he keep on saying to her, and I never once said nothing against you. I never once spoke out, right? Because you want to keep those options available.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that she can be mindful of that too. Like, even though I did this, he ain't never really did. So whenever I'm done playing, at least that door is still open for me to go through.
Yeah.
And that's why he don't violate it to the point of like see, I could tell he reached the breaking point now though.
Yeah, he fed up.
But it's like,
because he's speaking out about stuff.
Right.
Like, right, I want to speak about when he was saying that he wrote a lot of her songs and stuff.
Right.
He didn't even never once when we was on the internet.
Right.
Saying that sound like Papoose wrote that, even the Nicki Minaj song and all that. He never once.
I know they liking that. I know Nicki liking that.
He never admitted, but now he's coming out with those receipts, and he wrote a lot of her songs. It's just like, girl, you pushing him to only air out your dirty laundry.
Right.
What are you doing? Yeah,
that's still crazy. Like, how do she come out and? But that going to show you how jealousy. See, you know what's crazy?
Speak about what he was saying. I'm sorry. Speak about what he was saying when he was talking about when he started doing good for TuneCore or something, and they was telling him,
"I'm gonna make you lose your job."
She said she gonna make him lose your job, and then plus when he was climbing up the ladder and stuff, they was telling him like, "You finally doing good. She just ain't used to you."
Yeah, didn't want to see him.
He getting back. He making a spotlight, basically.
Warring against our own home.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, instead of being supportive of your husband, that he's climbing the ranks by which your family benefit from it, you're tearing them down to build to cause a distraction to hurt him where he can't focus properly. He can't comfortably work to the point where he can continue to do good things
and stay focused. Right, what he got going on.
Yeah, because once you got a person hard and they going through that hard break, you tend to have hard. Yeah, you have them setbacks. You can't function properly. You get what I mean? It's like you don't have a desire to want to work. You can't. You wrestling in your mind, and you can't get off you can't get the fact out of your head that the woman you love is having sex. You know how the enemy work. He get very graphic. He get very like, yeah, she probably sucking him right now.
But it's like you taking from your own home, right? What he's pouring into your home, right? To go build with somebody who blackmailing you, right? Once again, you taking from your home to build with a backdoor, somebody who's backdooring you. Right. Your whole husband still saying after you cheated, right? After all that he said, do you want me to basically off this man? After this, the same man you sleeping with, like, girl, what is you thinking? Hand him here. I'm just playing. I bet all the women like, hand him here. You don't know what to do with him? Hand him here.
You know what to do with a good man?
Why you keep saying that?
Because you're a woman and people want to know. That. Look, you can't be saying that stuff on here.
Man, listen. Hand him here. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So hand him here.
Okay. So, hand him here. Okay. So, look. And one thing is crazy.
What?
Why is she jealous
of her man?
Look, right.
But that happens in relationships, though.
I told you that a couple times. Definitely true. It happens. It happens.
I just feel like I don't understand. Let my man be doing good, but good. Go get that money. Bring it back to the household.
Okay. So, even if he bring it back to the household, would you reciprocate it?
Yeah, I feel like if my man is doing music, I'm gonna be supportive. Baby, what you need? A line, a bar, what? Me to hear it? What? Okay. What? You need to focus? Let me give you your space. What you want? Like, yeah.
Okay.
Get focused.
Again, the thing I don't get, here's the thing. Okay. You're jealous that he moved on to be with somebody else, but when you had him, you didn't appreciate it and value it. Now you knowing what she's getting that you had that only belong. Why are people like that?
I know she mad because baby.
But hold on, why are people like that though?
I don't know. Because you know what? They don't appreciate nothing until it's gone.
No,
they don't know what they got till the next person is praising and worshiping and showing them what they got, what they missing out on.
Why do women sometimes think
ain't no just women?
Why do women sometimes look at that as being weakness when the man really just want to be loyal and devoted to you? Like, why do some of them look at that?
Attractive.
But you know, some women do that. They look at that as being weak.
That's
like,
attractive
when that's actually strong.
They probably not used to. They not used to being treated. Well, I can't even say that because you've been with this man for how long? Like,
no, but I'm talking about women in general. Like if you really think about it, like that's how the world, the way. Look at how music is. Music make you believe what's weak is strong.
Yeah,
and what's strong is weak.
Yeah,
like the music will make you believe messing around on a woman you love and your family and things like that with other women is a sign of strength. When
and
that's actually weakness.
Because having self-discipline is actually,
you get what I mean?
Strength.
And knowing that faithfulness is not what you're willing to do for somebody else, but faithfulness first start with you. Like my faithfulness has nothing to do with you.
Right.
My faithfulness has everything to do with who I am.
Yeah.
And being faithful. I'm faithful even when you're not around me.
Right.
Because in a relationship, we represent one another.
Yeah.
So why do people make a commitment for that only to then be against the very thing necessary to keep it together?
First of all, people don't be knowing what they want for real.
Okay.
They think they do. When they finally get a hold to something that's actually worth having or substance, they don't know what to do with it because they ain't never had it. On top of that, people really, one thing I have learned too, a lot of people, from men to women, it's like they don't want something until they see somebody else with it. Like
Clarissa, no, like right now.
Yeah, like they don't.
Like right now.
Like Remy.
Remy
you want your man back now because you see somebody else gonna love that man down. Right. Love that man down.
When Clarissa made that statement on the Breakfast Club that we love each other, oh my gosh, that's why I was asking you.
Triggered her.
I was asking you when we watching. Remember, I asked you. I said, "Now, put aside how you feel about Remy and act as if you is Remy. If you Remy and you're watching this on the Breakfast Club, and Clarissa just said, me and him love each other, what would be going through your mind as Remy when you hearing this from a woman you don't like?
I go get that. I go get my man back.
Even if you don't want him, would you? Just to fight her because you see
why
she
you don't want that man though? I want to know why you don't want that man.
Do she not want him? I believe she do.
Well, she ain't. Listen, all you really got to do is go get your man back because he's still pouring out his heart on the internet.
That's true.
He's still like, is you slow?
Anytime he got to keep on
saying the same thing over and over.
Like, I was there for you. I did this for my family. I did this for God.
Like I said, when people are mute, they don't care no more. They done with it. Right. But since he's still expressing himself, like, and he's still showing you grace, girl.
And let's just be real. He just sent the papers in today. Which means what? Which
means he all this time he's still been holding it up. And it's like, I want to speak on Clarissa too. Baby, what is you doing? You need to lock that down ASAP. Get him up out of that. I don't condone in somebody else taking somebody's man, but the house is already broken. But what I do want to say is, Clarissa, you shouldn't have been sleeping with that man that he was married, baby. You should have set some standards and some boundaries. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but it happens. I'm not judging you, baby. I'm just saying, you got a good man. Come on now. Don't just lock down the ring, the boxing ring. Lock down your ring too. If you know that this is a good man, don't be cool with him still having a wife. That's all I'm saying. Like, tell him, like, we gonna postpone what we got going on until you handle that situation, because right now you treat me as second place. You ain't making me feel like I'm the only one.
And I don't believe at all, in no type of way, that Papoose is in love. I don't believe he's in love with her. she may believe he in love with her because
he's still in love with Remy, baby.
Right, because you can't. Let's just be honest.
You can't be in love with two people.
No, you can't be in love with two people. There's no such thing.
I don't know.
No, well, women. Look, I don't know how women is, but I know how men is. You can't be in love with two persons.
I don't know. I feel like she's just helping him get over Remy.
Right, you can know somebody better for you, but that ain't where your heart is at. Like let's just keep it real.
He's still in love with Remy.
Right, we know that for a fact.
He's still fighting for her on the internet right now.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If you ever went through,
and Remy's still in love with him. All they really got to do is humble yourself and really just, if y'all really want to work towards it, fix your home. Like,
she definitely is. That's why she's so offended. Remy only come out every time
Clarissa say something about Papoose
and their relationship. Remy always want to let it be known, I'm the one still type stuff.
Remy, keep it real with yourself. Because if you can't be real with yourself, you can't be real with nobody else. If you still want your husband, stop playing games with the Goofy. Stop playing games with Goofy and go get your husband. You actually got a good man. You actually finna trade in $1 for a penny. Do you know how to count, my love? It ain't adding up. Make it make sense. Go get your husband. Because we looking at you like you crazy.
Everybody, I don't see how she think.
You don't look like you got like your stairs going all the way up to the top. Why? What's wrong with you?
Nobody has her back in any type of way
at all.
Even Papoose, like your family love. Even her family got his.
He's
back.
Still defending you, girl.
Look,
like
her family. He talking about your family got my back. Our friends got my back. Like nobody. Right? He says you betray everybody.
You making a fool out of yourself.
She knows it, but what's crazy? She's so delusional.
You looking like Goofy over there that you sitting over there with. You looking like Goofy.
She can't even bring them or him. You know what? She can't even bring him around the family and friends. That's what crazy. Look again. That's what makes this whole thing terrible on her. But you can't even bring him around the family like that. He like your mama is still my mama. Did with Papoose and he like your mama is still my mama.
I don't like that.
That's still one of the most powerful women. He said your mama and my mama is two powerful women.
Yeah,
they're still my mama. He like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, it's crazy.
Remy, either go get your man or Clarissa. Lock them down.
The thing about Clarissa and Easy, here's the thing about them two. They're not getting. They're
pawns right now.
They're in the middle.
Y'all is.
They literally in the middle of an entanglement.
Y'all is.
And they believing that, and each of them believing that they have an advantage.
Like
and
y'all got the other person when
they
really
don't.
they fight right over y'all head.
They don't. It's both of them. He's an alpha. It's like he an alpha and she an alpha. They both bumping heads. They both bumping heads.
But they both now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna clock this T real quick. Now, Papoose, he got him a winner with Clarissa because she got a bag. And even though dude is a Goofy, he helped her get out of the debt that she was in.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand, but if y'all actually put y'all heads together and instead of using the bedroom as leverage for y'all situations, y'all could have actually came up with a great plan. For real. Y'all could have actually came up with something real decent, but
yeah, the thing about it is they believe, like I say, Easy and Clarissa believe they're at an advantage to some degree.
And y'all not.
Easy believe he's at an advantage
until that divorce is final.
He believes when it comes to Remy, if you listen to him talk, he believes he really got her. Clarissa believes she really got Easy.
And if that was the case, why is they fighting online right now?
Exactly.
Why they fighting right in front of y'all?
Right.
Remy Ma was just in the mall looking for an outfit, and you can hear Goofy in the background,
right,
laughing, ha ha ha. When the stuff that she's showing ain't holding no substance, it ain't talking about nothing.
If you
she kept on saying. I mean, she said, you got me on blocking this and that. Why does it matter?
Right. Why do that matter? Like, why
do it matter?
Right.
You worried about the wrong thing, which shows that you still care. Then with him, with Papoose, is like, he just showing all his little feelings online. And we ain't mad at you, Papoose. We know that you fighting for your family. But
if you listen to the back and forth they're having, notice two persons that's not really being mentioned.
The other people that they dealing with.
Easy and Clarissa, they not being so they're going to show you it's not even more so even about them.
It ain't.
And what's crazy, and they believe that they're actually getting what they want. Clarissa believing she's getting Papoose who she wants. Easy believe he's getting Remy who he wants.
And think about it like this: Remy is selfish as hell. Okay, she all about herself. Obviously, she ain't thinking about her family, her kids, her husband. The other dude, Goofy, she ain't thinking about you neither. Papoose, he all about his family. So Clarissa, you got to think about that too. Like, he fight for his family, my love. You see how much he loved his daughter. You see what everything that he said that he went through on behalf of his love for his daughter. Him still being in the household knowing that this lady was cheating on him and everything.
Yeah, the irony of actually believing that you can have what's already been established and believing you got some type of form of power over it. Again, I'm still baffled at this whole situation.
Yeah.
Here. Just keeping it 100. Again,
they both cool with still dealing with somebody who's still married, involved.
And again, and believing that they're winning. Like literally, I'm like, how are they not seeing that each one is telling on each other? Like Papoose is, he just did the divorce thing today.
Yeah. And he said, remember what he said in the video? He said, why is Remy, he was like, Remy, why you lying saying we haven't slept together since
2020.
Since 2022. Which is letting you know he still was
hitting that. Right. He already admitted we still was all sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
What's crazy, the house we in, Easy can't come to, Clarissa can't come to.
Exactly. This is what's going on in their household. You already don't know what's going on.
He said she had to get a house 40 minutes away. Clarissa can't come to the house. That's why he fell asleep on the phone with her.
Mm-hmm. They on the phone. They ain't in your face. They
right.
Ain't with
you get what I mean?
Hello.
In the same bedroom. Like, what
y'all grown. Y'all need to think about everything that's going on. Like,
it's crazy, man.
Think about it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's going on?
Yeah, they not seeing that. Like, they literally telling on each other.
Y'all really losing.
Then Remy say Papoose said Remy called him, and what she say to him on the phone?
When?
Was she like, you done with me or something?
Oh yeah, so Remy called Papoose and said, so you done with me?
What do that mean now? If she gonna make it,
if me and you haven't had, is it over?
If me and you haven't had sex, according to them, since 2022,
that's a lie.
Why would she make a statement saying in 2025, is you done with me?
That's a lie, because he said that she asked when he found out that they was sleeping with each other. They went to counseling.
Right.
So, and she was still lying.
Right.
Remy, I'm trying to figure out why you ain't just keep it real and tell him, listen, this is our meal ticket out of here. I just need you to stand behind me. Get some advice from your man, because he could have helped you to keep your legs closed and try to figure out a strategy or something.
I think she used the blackmail to her advantage to continue to do what she wants to do, to continue to I don't know what they find out. Listen, this is what I'm finding out. This is what it the more and more I look at this is the more and more I'm starting to find out and understand that on this internet, both Remy and Remy and Papoose doing a lot of jacking. Let me tell you what I mean by a lot of jacking.
Not Papoose, because he said he wasn't.
You gotta see where I'm coming at though.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of jack. This is what I'm starting to understand. If you notice, Remy keeps saying that Papoose financially is in a bind. Mm-hmm. But then Papoose double backs and said, well, the license in my name. And they talk about money in the past. They never talk really about this money that's supposed to be. You know, at one time she was doing good and had a good name. And you know there's a level of status you got to keep up with.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So if you pay attention to all the details thrown around, he ain't really got money like he say. He pawned my jewelry.
What you think about that?
I mean,
I don't like Indian givers now. But for the situation being what it is, I can understand, because it's like you paying for this man a whole house. You paying his rent. You done got his teeth fixed from what Papoose knocked out, and then the braces or whatever. But it's like you pawned the jewelry. You done took that jewelry back.
Yeah, because according, and this is what I'm saying.
It's so
it's I believe somehow they came to a point financially, because she said Remy also said he had a gambling problem. I'm not gonna say, is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say everything Remy's saying is a lie just because of she looked bad.
She ain't credible.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say everything. I believe there may be some type of truth to a lot of things, by which I believe that one of the reasons why Easy became a factor.
Mm-hmm.
She don't really like Easy compared to what she got. Come on, this man.
I can't tell the way she's trying to clown. You clowning
but that's
your husband.
only now because of the money part. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That's because I'm talking about if you look at how things were from the very beginning.
But it's crazy because ain't he under a contract? Easy.
What you mean with her now?
Yeah. Okay. So why did you? What's the point? What was the whole point of you opening your legs?
And I believe that I think that became okay. There's a lot of reasons why. Let's just keep it real on some real stuff. Sometimes chemistry is built on things. Okay, let's say
that's maybe lacking in your relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, she got the lead. So here's Easy. He the number one dude in battle rap.
Yeah.
She's standing there. Everybody going crazy over him. Oh, yeah. That can become an attraction.
Yeah, I understand that. But why are you shitting on your man? Excuse me. Why are you belittling your man for him? For somebody who's blackmailing you, recording you, like.
Yeah, you figure at that point once you see the type of how dirty he is.
Yeah, you see what you're dealing with now.
Yeah, you figure
you under a contract. We ain't got to do too much of talking about nothing.
You figured that
do your job, boy.
After all that come out, you figured that even if I had good intentions of maybe wanting to be with you, after I find out you've been setting me up this whole time.
That's crazy.
And really reaching out to my end. I can't be comfortable with you.
Right.
When I know, rather you saying, well, I wanted to make sure I was good. No, you were plotting against me the whole entire time.
Right.
And you're trying to use this to keep me subjected to you. No, like no, I can't. You get what I mean?
I am just.
No, I can't see that part. You know, and like you just saw here, the man literally said, "You can get rid of him.
Right.
We can handle this." And that was not talking about cutting him off, as far as like not dealing with him no more. He said, "Is this man blackmailing you? Do he have something on you?" In other words, we can get rid of him. In other words, that ain't mean cutting him off.
Delete him. Control or delete, baby.
Right. Like getting them out of there.
Taking the trash out.
That's what I'm saying. How Easy don't and he would have never known where it was coming from.
Nope.
Because why he in his stupid idiot mind, he believing he's going to see Papoose. No, you're not. You're going to see a stranger who you never encountered. And before you recognize what happened, it's already over.
And let me say this, Goofy. Knowing that you're dealing with a married woman, why are you should have been sitting back not saying nothing, because you really don't have no leverage. You under a contract, and you like, what are you doing? This man got every right to beat you down to the ground because you sleeping with her, you sleeping with his husband, his wife. You should be on mute.
But yeah, look, but he's trying to make statements like this as a goofy, not even understanding. This man was literally, he wanted Remy to give him the okay to put the bag on your head, and you saying something stupid like this.
There. So when it got there, I said, yo, I gotta let a few of my niggas know that this nigga know, because it might go, you know what I'm saying, might go left. Because we got a battle in New York. I got a battle Hitman in New York. This shit started before y'all even knew. This shit started before then. It just started before then. On some real shit. So when we got to the Hitman battle, it all started around there. When we got to the Hitman battle, my niggas already knew that this nigga knew. That nigga went to the event and watched me battle, bro. Knowing that that shit was a duffel ball. Like he knew that right then and there.
You see what he did? You see how he was speaking about how, see, this is the dirty game Remy play. Notice he said that Remy had to give him, this was so dirty. That lady is dirty, okay?
What?
That lady is dirty. She's literally giving the enemy information on her husband, and at the same time giving her husband information on the enemy. She's telling her husband, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to cash out on him. Then after that, I'm cutting him off.
When you ain't in control, listen, when you're not in control of what neither one of them do.
That's great.
You should have been trying to keep the peace.
So many, how many people was in the grave like that because a woman thought she had control over either or?
Yeah.
Like, no, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he is. He's
Yeah.
still playing with the heart of
Ooh,
earth. Like, what do you mean?
That's playing with fire.
That's crazy.
That's playing with fire.
She's telling him one thing and then telling Papoose the other thing at the same time while she continued to do her thing with both of them. And they not even recognizing it.
Then you lying to these people, and you seen what just happened. You just got your guy tooth knocked out. Now, what if it would have ended up in shootings? They would have shot at each other. It could have went left, anything. And then that could have been your child's father, anything. Like, what? I just feel like, man.
Oh, yeah, we 36 minutes in. We're going to end this because it's a lot to address. And what's crazy, we were supposed to talk about something else, but it's so messy right now. Everything going on. We didn't even really get to touch on it at all. But
the entanglement.
We touched on a little bit of it, but we didn't even get to play the clip.
Oh.
We didn't get to play the clip. We stopped that when Papoose was saying, look, we can get rid of him. We put the bag on him, get rid of him immediately. Yeah. Remy didn't okay it. All Remy had to do was give him the okay, and he was gonna handle all the business. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't even know nothing about it. All he was just told like it's handled. That's it.
I wouldn't trust her knowing nothing.
Right. He said that's what he said. Like, hey, is he blackmailing you? Because we can handle that and get rid of that. That's clear. That's clear. Mm-hmm. She just felt guilty about her actions, like, nah.
And I'm glad she
didn't. I handle it. That was she like, nah, I handle it. She trying to figure out a way to get out of the mess, but not knowing she's sinking deeper and deeper into the quicksand. That's what that is. So with that being said, this is your boy Battle Truth along with my lovely, beautiful co-host, man. We'll see y'all.